3, 2, 1, go.
Hey everyone, this is Dave A. Gardner, and you're listening to the Heart of Juliet Jones Fanfiction Podcast. This little lady over here is our protagonist number 2 of our fanfiction stories, and also the beautiful, esteemed co-host of this podcast. Take it away, Eve.
Hey everyone, this is Eve Jones, your super cute co-host, sitting alongside our handsome host named Dave something? I don't know. Just kidding, Dave. Welcome back, everyone, to the Heart of Juliet Jones Fanfiction Podcast. These stories are based on the vintage daily comic strip called The Heart of Juliet Jones, with characters and stories originally written by Elliot Kaplan and illustrated by Stan Drake in 1961. And since we are fans, we all love them, right? The fan fiction story you are hearing today is written by your favorite romance novelist and mine, Mr. Dave A. Gardner. Yay! See, Dave, I didn't forget your name. Don't worry. Hey, listeners, you need to do us a favor. In the comments section below, tell us who your favorite character is from all of these stories. Now, I know you're going to say me, and Dave, you don't qualify as a character technically, so since we all know it's me, just confirm that in the comments, and I love you, yes. I know, I'm rambling. Sorry, Dave. Okay, let me just fill you guys in on what happened in our last episode. As I recall, it was a beautiful day and perfect for going for a walk with my best friends Shorty and Deirdre. We talked about, what else, me? Yeah, I know, it's all about Eve, but it's my podcast, right? I mean, my sister's podcast. And she loves me, so... Anyway, it was funny that Deirdre was developing a crush on the unhealthy chain-smoking assistant Pike Setter. You know, guys, Deirdre loves the bad boy of the story. She always has. Remember her crush on Frankie Garbaggio? This guy was the epitome of the bad boy. Rode a motorcycle to high school. He was so freaking hot, if you ask me. And of course, he asked me out. Did I mention that? Deirdre was so jealous, but I love her and just gave him to her because they made a cute couple. Plus, guys, hello, she's my best friend. Anyway, back to me. Let's listen in to part 32 and find out what happens next.
Before Juliet Jones became the mayor of the town of Devon, she had run a clothing store. Why don't you tell us about your experience, Julie?
Well, Dave, there are 2 main reasons why my business had been so successful. First, I know clothes. The latest fashions, the hottest items. I mean, I always have particularly good instincts when it comes to what to put on sale and when. Timing is everything. Second, I know people. Catering to the adult crowd without ignoring the teens among them is my forte, and once again, it was my keen instincts when it came to understanding their needs and wants. I mean, what can I say? In my opinion, and you don't have to take my word for it, I always take the time to get to know and care about the good people of this town. Can you imagine if we all just took the time to get to know each other? You'd be surprised at what you would learn and how much good it does to change things instead of complaining about this or that. So does that answer your question, Dave? Yeah, that's how I was a businesswoman first.
So it was no shock that when the portly former mayor, Teddy the Bear Roosevelto, who was getting along in years, had decided not to run for a 16th term, Julie was encouraged to run for mayor. The entire town, all 50 of them, had voiced their approval. At first, she had refused. How could a woman become mayor in 1961, she argued. Wait, maybe 60 years, Julie had suggested. Then women would become astronauts, mayors, and even presidents, she had joked. But the women in town had all banded together and stormed her little clothing shop, unanimously announcing that if Julie didn't become their mayor, they'd all skip town. That would leave about 10 men without wives to cook for them or do their laundry. In 1961, that was a big deal. The whole town would be an absolute pandemonium. So after an agonizing day or two of discussing the issue with her family, Pops had told her that it was her brilliant instincts that had brought her to where she was today. More than anything, she loved people. People loved people who loved people, Pops said. Well, she could hardly argue with that logic, so she had decided to run, and won in a landslide. So, as she leaned against her office wall after having read Eddie's report on Glenn Sabine, she was clothed in utter vexation. Her every instinct had told her the man was a crook, out to take advantage of teenage girls like Eve. And those same instincts had never failed her before.
Yeah, so why does the man have such a squeaky clean record? Answer me that. Just a list of acting accolades. Performed in blah 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 theater in blah 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 performance. I couldn't give a rat's behind, Eddie. Just give me a reason. All I need is a single solitary reason. And Glenn Sabine will be the next guest of honor at the state penitentiary. Him and his little conniving friend puke something.
Wait, there was something. A speeding ticket. Yes, she pondered, nodding to herself. She could use that. The man was a crooked actor with a complex for getting things done way too quickly. Eddie was sitting on the edge of Julie's desk and waiting patiently for her to finish reading the report. He knew as well as she did that nothing on the little piece of paper she held in her hand could be used as evidence in a court of law or justify an arrest warrant. "You see, Julie," explained Eddie, "there's nothing you can actually pin on Glenn Sabine, alright? He is an actor. He's kept out of jail, you know what I'm saying? And this beauty contest of his, it may actually be perfectly okay."
Well, I'll give you that, Eddie. But I tell you what, for Eve's sake, I have a good mind to march right over there to that Devon house and give Glenn Sabine and his crony more than just a piece of my mind. But you know what? What makes this real rough is that Eve is wrapped up in this thing body, soul, and elocution.
Unbeknownst to Julie, at that very moment, just outside her office, her little sister, the object of all the fuss, was about to pay a visit with some important news.
And that's a wrap for this week, everyone. This is Julie again, Juliet Jones. Thanks again for hanging out with us and listening to the Heart of Juliet Jones fan fiction podcast. You are amazing. Never forget that, dear listeners. As a reminder, if you're new around here and you liked what you heard, why not go ahead and subscribe to this podcast? It's the best thing since sliced bread. And I would know, of course. Pops would know too, because he loves my sliced bread, toast, and jam. And as a reminder, if you're interested in reading inspiring and breathtaking romance novels, you should totally check out the website of author Dave A. Gardner. He's the writer of this fan fiction podcast, so damn handsome if I do say so myself, and also Eve's favorite romance novelist. Yeah, maybe my crush too. His website address is authordaveagardner.com. That's authordaveagardner.com. You've listened to the Heart of Juliet Jones fan fiction podcast. And I'm just going to give a shout out to my sister Eve and congratulate her on such an awesome job as co-hostess with the Mostess. Isn't she fantastic, everyone? Gosh, with her charm, she might even qualify for the Miss Teen pageant, if it exists. Well, dear listeners, until next time, have a great week, and like Juliet, yours truly, may love always bloom in your heart. Like the lovely rose that you are. Love you all. Bye-bye.